Something seems off with Tyson Fury this week. Tyson Fury is trying to avenge his loss to Oleksandr Usyk, his first loss in his professional career, leading to him having a weird exchange with Oleksandr Usyk, screaming at Usyk and just being all in his face. Is this a scare tactic from Tyson Fury, or is he scared himself? I'm gonna give my prediction for that fight as well, give a massive update for Conor McGregor versus Logan Paul, and also Alex Pereira revealing last night that apparently Magomed Ankalaev is not next. Welcome to JackMMA News. Conor McGregor versus Logan Paul has been dominating the conversation for the last week or so. It all started when Conor McGregor tweeted in the middle of the night calling out Logan Paul, saying that he was down to have an exhibition boxing match and connections with the Albani family. And since then, it's been a lot of speculation, but we got to give credit to Ariel Helwani for once again coming in clutch, revealing some big info involving the fight. It's also worth mentioning that Conor McGregor tweeted yesterday morning saying, TKO group, UFC versus WWE, there's levels to this. A big sloppy novice is going to find out. TKO King title. I hold every record. I'm going to come back to KO this novice and rack in more numbers for the company. Hashtag stock market India, etc. Hashtag thanks for the cheese. And this is a very smart idea from Conor McGregor to actually market this as the TKO matchup, or the TKO title, because as we know, TKO owns both UFC and WWE, and I think this would add a lot of promotion to the TKO brand, so it makes it even more enticing and maybe will force the UFC's hand to actually agree to this. But according to Ariel Helwani, the UFC and WWE are not involved at this point, so this would explain why Conor McGregor is tweeting this, maybe trying to convince them. And apparently the Albani family, right, they want something similar to Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, a big spectacle that everybody is watching, so they picked the two biggest names they could think of, and that was Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul. But apparently when they went to Jake Paul for negotiations, like Jake Paul originally tweeted out, Jake Paul made it apparent and said, look, I'm not going to negotiate unless the UFC is on board, or they make it clear, or we're talking to them directly, which led to them going to the next best option, which is Logan Paul. Now honestly, I'd be much more interested with a fight with Conor McGregor and Jake Paul, but like I said in my last video, I don't think that is going to happen at all due to Jake Paul's relationship with the UFC. It's just too much of a risk for the UFC. But I'm going to keep updating you guys as we go on these next few weeks, because I'm sure there's going to be even more news about this. Hopefully Dana White speaks on this soon. A date night photo with McGregor and Dee Devlin is going viral right now after Conor McGregor's infamous lawsuit, where he obviously admitted to cheating on his wife and things like that, so it looks like that they're still together. Now let's start with Alex Pereira. Now obviously there's been a big meme in the MMA community, right? Pereira has not fought Magomed Ankalaev, and Magomed should probably get a title shot, right? He is deserving of this. If you're going to say otherwise, you're kind of just hating. Like, who else is there? He's the clear #1 contender right now. But Alex Pereira tweeted late last night saying it is not Magomed with a crying emoji, leading to fans now obviously rightfully assuming that it seems like, according to Alex Pereira, he is now going to fight Magomed next, right? Magomed also responded to this, calling Pereira a chicken. Now here's my theory in all this. I think they asked Alex Pereira to fight in March in the T-Mobile Arena, right? That is the next pay-per-view, because if you look at who's available, it would just make sense to do that fight unless they're going to do Jones Aspinall super early. And if you don't know, that is after Ramadan, which means that would affect Magomed Ankalaev heavily because he can't eat in the daytime and all that. And I have a feeling Ankalaev said no, he can't do Ramadan, and I think the UFC is now passing over Magomed Ankalaev, and now Conor would probably use this denial of a fight to probably say, hey, we're not giving him a title shot for a while. Now Carlos Ulberg versus Jan Blachowicz did get scheduled for UFC London. I would not be surprised if we saw Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira too, because that last fight that was super close, there's at least some history there, and Blachowicz is a decent name. Or I think even more likely, I would not be shocked if they did Carlos Ulberg versus Alex Pereira. Now obviously Carlos Ulberg has been on quite a run. His Alonzo Menefield win was pretty impressive, knocking him out in like 15 seconds or something crazy like that. Not only is he a striker that can go up against Alex Pereira, but he trains with Adesanya, so there's a whole storyline there connecting Pereira with Adesanya, and I think that would help fuel the promotion of the fight. Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker is confirmed after a fan tweeted out saying, "Dear Santa, this is the only thing I want for Christmas," with the picture of Justin Gaethje fighting Dan Hooker. Justin Gaethje replied saying, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." Basically, yeah, seemingly confirming that the rumors might be true. There was some rumors of this fight happening. Hanada Moicano even said that this was something he was hearing behind the scenes. MMA Mania also got confirmation that this fight is in the talks for UFC 313 in Las Vegas. But I think the big question here is now, what do they do with Dustin Poirier? Because I was very convinced they were going to do Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier too. And apparently Poirier has a big fight coming up, so we'll find out what it is. Colby Covington just went off on John Jones and Gilbert Burns. Colby Covington went off on John Jones because, as I talked about on Tuesday, John Jones put out a tweet, trolling Colby Covington, making fun of him for losing. And here was Colby Covington's reaction to John Jones dissing him.
Thoughts on Jones talking about me? Yeah, of course he's talking about me, dude. He wishes he looked like me. He wishes he had these kind of looks and was this beautiful and had this much respect. He lost all his respect when he started doing drugs and hitting pregnant ladies. So You know, there's nothing to respect about John. He's cheated his whole career. He's cheated on his wife. He's cheated on his taxes.
Colby also had some words for Gilbert Burns after also what we talked about on Tuesday. Gilbert Burns leaked Chael Sonnen's number. And obviously because of Colby and Chael's relationship, Colby called out Gilbert Burns saying that he wanted to fight Gilbert.
Gilbert leaking Charles's number. Man, that's disgusting, man. That's despicable. That's not right, man. That's really messed up. Now he's getting, you know, tons of people calling him with stupid shit, you know. Gilbert, that was just very immature. What are we in high school, dude? Like, be a grown-ass man, dude. You have kids, you have a family. Why would you do that to another family man? So, you know, Uncle Chael, if you want me to handle that inside the octagon, I will get justice for us. I will get justice on Gilbert's fucking face. I will make sure he never shows his face in America ever again because how badly I beat him.
I think the fight between him and Gilbert would actually be good. They're both in similar stages of their career. Gilbert responded tweeting out a graphic of him and Colby saying, "Miami, April, just sign the contract. I know you not showing up." Gilbert followed up by posting an image of Colby Covington after the Usman 1 fight and said, "April, Miami." Jamahal Hill also claims that he is dominating the headlines and fans are giving him heat. Jamahal Hill said in an interview saying, "UFC 310 just happened. Who dominated the headlines? I fought 1 time in 2 years. Who is dominating the headlines?" And I gotta say, Jamahal Hill is kind of telling the truth here. I mean, the guy has not won a fight in like 2 years at this point, but it's kind of just because of the delusion of Jamahal Hill and just how, you know, kind of stupid he has been acting lately. But the main story I want to talk about, Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, taking place tomorrow. Tyson Fury was pretty quiet after his loss to Oleksandr Usyk, but he locked himself away apparently, not talking to his wife or his family.
Been a long camp, been away from my wife and kids for 3 months. I've not spoke to Paris at all in 3 months, not one word. Been sacrificed a lot.
And yesterday, Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury had an intense interaction where they had about a 10-minute long face-off, with Tyson Fury screaming at Oleksandr Usyk saying he could beat him every day of the week.
Robert's getting it. Robert's getting fucked. Yeah. You're getting it, son. Fucker. You're balty-eyed cunt. You're fucked. Don't you be afraid. I won't leave you alone, you fucking idiot. No leaving alone for you. You're fucked. You ugly little fuck bastard. Yeah. Don't be afraid. You don't be afraid. I'm butchering you. You're gonna wake up in the hospital, you fucking clown. You silly little ugly bastard. I'm the man. I'm the fucking champion, me. Only ever has been me. I beat you 7 days a week, you ugly fucking rat. 7 days a week, you fucking boy. What you gonna do with you? Retirement, you crap. Retired.
Now, a lot of people are looking at this. Is this Tyson Fury losing it, right? Is Tyson Fury, you know, just, you know, out of his mind right now? Or is this motivation? Is this a good sign? Well, to be honest, Tyson Fury is such a hard guy to read, right? He's making a lot of changes this camp, right? I mean, apparently he is not having John Fury, his own dad, in his corner for this fight. Because Tyson Fury is a guy where I feel like if he loses, I don't think he would take it well, right? Obviously, he just took this loss. He doesn't seem to be taking it the best, but not terribly. But the question is, if he loses to Usyk twice, if he's definitively worse than Usyk, how is he going to take that? And I feel like that this hostility, it's hard to tell with Tyson Fury. Is this a work? Is this just him promoting the fight? Or is the truth coming out where he is actually, you know, really obsessing over this loss, really hating Usyk about this loss and kind of jealous of him in a way? It could really affect the fight. It could really affect how Tyson Fury performs, because if Tyson Fury is over emotional, he could get tired fast, which is exactly kind of what happened in the last fight. Not that he got tired fast, but he got tired, and once he got tired, then all of a sudden Usyk started landing up more volume and almost got Tyson Fury out of there in the 9th round. And I think that's going to happen in this fight again, because my prediction is going to be Oleksandr Usyk. I think we're going to see him put up the pace. Usyk has a unique ability to, you know, put out a high output. A lot of these heavyweights, making them defend, constantly being on the back foot, getting them tired and taking advantage of him, because Oleksandr Usyk has good cardio. He's fast too. And I think we're going to see that. I think we'll maybe see Tyson Fury have some success early, but as the fight goes on, I think we're going to see Usyk kind of separate. You guys, the best fan base in MMA. I'll do a video Sunday recapping the event. Remember, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.